2D. Everyone, it's Herb from World of Walt, and welcome to another live broadcast from the Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando, Florida. It is a beautiful Saturday here at EPCOT. It's a little bit breezy, a little bit sunny, 75 on the way up to 83. A gorgeous day. Today I have two Lightning Lane reservations. The first is for Remy's Ratatouille Adventure in the France Pavilion, where the ride was recently switched to a 2D look as opposed to the previous 3D, so no more 3D glasses. And at the end of the broadcast, I have a Lightning Lane reservation for Living with the Land, which we'll be able to see with its Christmas decor. Mark and Barbie, good morning to you. Happy Saturday. Welcome to EPCOT. Thanks for being here. Hi, Susan. Good to see you as always. Entrance music here at EPCOT is playing as usual. Makes for a beautiful entry into the park. Ted, good morning to you. Nice to see you. Kate, hello. Welcome to EPCOT. Shelley has 20 days to go. Hope you have a wonderful trip. Sounds like a slightly pre-Christmas visit. Beverly from Biloxi, 294 days to go. Someone asks, I think, if I'm broadcasting on YouTube as well. I am. So for the past several months, I've been using a new software called Prism Live that allows me to broadcast simultaneously on both YouTube and Facebook. So thanks to all of you who watch from both of those platforms. Gerald, Chris from a rainy UK, good morning to you, or good afternoon, I guess, for you. John from the deer stand. I'll try not to scare the deer away. Iona, nice to see you. Thank you for sharing the live broadcast. So Spaceship Earth, got a pretty good line formed here. 20 minutes, often a first stop for many people who come into the park. Although I'd always recommend that you head to other things first, because later in the day, the wait time for Spaceship Earth is typically shorter, but it's very natural for people to see it. It's the first thing they see and want to go on it. Deborah has 64 days. Carla, hello to you in Illinois, 50s. Mary Martin, happy to be here. Thank you so much. Michael, Tracy, good morning. Sabrina, happy Saturday. And happy Thanksgiving to you. Wishing everyone a very happy upcoming Thanksgiving if you're in the United States. One of my favorite holidays because you get to eat. You don't really have to buy gifts. It's a good thing. Christopher, hello to you. Arlene says, just got home last night and had a blast. That is wonderful. I'm glad to hear you had a good trip. Sometimes when I would leave Disney in the past, I'd feel a little bit sad. And glad that I can bring all of you a little bit of Disney fun. Kate says, looks like a beautiful day. I would call it picture perfect right now. The sun is out, feels a little warm, but very pleasant. 75 degrees on the way up to 83. It's a gorgeous day here. Hi, Denise. Deborah, I think, asked if I have a cold. I do. I have kind of a sore throat, so it sounds like I've been gargling with pebbles or something. So, yes, I've got the Ricola throat lozenges and been gargling with sea salt. I think it's helping. Fortunately, I don't yet have a stuffy nose or any other symptoms. Just feel like my throat's a little scratchy. Tara, thank you. I appreciate that. Jody says it is a gorgeous day, and that it is. You can see here a World Celebration. Looking good. The main EPCOT Christmas tree is up, which we will take a stroll past. You can see the monorail going by in the distance. Gwen asked if it's been cool here. By Florida standards, it has been. Some of the mornings have been in the 50s, sometimes even a little more chilly than that. Tanya, happy Thanksgiving to you. Marta, thank you for the kind words. Thank you, Dawn. I appreciate your kind comments. And thanks for all you do to support World of Walt. Janet says loves the music and the gardens. Me too. Really, this area's transformation certainly took its time, and some of it's understandable. But it's a really nice improvement, I think, from the concrete jungle we had here before. Now it puts the park back in theme park with the trees, places to just sit a little bit. It's very nice. Hi, Rich. Hello to you. Says he hopes Remy is up and running. Me too, because I have paid my hard-earned money to go and see Remy in 2D without a big wait. Jake, hello to you on YouTube from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Tracy from Minnesota, nice to see you. Bob said thankful for me. Thank you so much, Bob. I appreciate that. I'm thankful for all of you. I truly appreciate your friendship, your comments. It's just a great encouragement to me, and it keeps me coming back week after week. Keith, happy holidays to you. Donna from Ocoee, just down the street. Maybe up the street. Tanya says the music is soothing and the sun is shining. I agree with you. Good morning, Scott on YouTube. Nice to see you. Heather says she's packing her World of Walt shirts for next month. Thank you for that. Still a wide selection of shirts available over at TeePublic. You can go to worldofwaltstore.com and get links to the t-shirt shop, as well as to the Pin of the Month Club. Maybe someone will ask at some point about prompting a shameless plug. You can usually count on that. Buster said YouTube and Facebook are actually synced today with no delay. That's interesting. Sounds like the technology stars have aligned. Sometimes those two platforms have their own minds. Eileen is wearing her Skyliner shirt. That's great. I like that design. And Iona asked about a shameless plug. Iona, thank you so much for prompting the shameless plug and winning the award of my undying appreciation. If you or anyone you know would like to get a little bit of Disney fun delivered to your home every single month, check out pinofthemonthclub.com. Patty said she just got home on Thursday. Thanks for taking her back. You're very welcome. Robert says, now Saturday can begin. EPCOT is definitely decked out for Christmas time. I stepped into one of the shops before the broadcast began, and there was a lighted garland everywhere. You can see the poinsettias here. You can see the Christmas tree at the entrance to World Showcase. It's looking good. The landscape folks here do an amazing job. Paul from Rhode Island, hello to you. Sandy says, watching this every Saturday morning is the best way to start the day. Thank you so much. Sue said, did not get a notification I was on. Facebook works in mysterious ways. I think it used to be very consistent about providing those notifications, and these days it seems very hit and miss. I wish I had a better way to control that situation, but unfortunately I'm at the mercy of Facebook when it comes to that. Amanda says, EPCOT is her favorite. Happy to bring you here. John says, has Living with the Land been changed over to Christmas time? I believe it has, yes. Might be a little hard for us to see in the daylight, but we're going to go and give it a shot. Jackie asked if I went to the Beach Boys concert. I did not, but I bet it was fun. Sue said she remembered. Thank you, Sue. Tyler said the poinsettias are beautiful. Susan says EPCOT is her favorite park. It is a beautiful place. Unlike some of the other concepts that Disney uses for parks, there is none other like it. No other one that celebrates nature and the cultures of the world quite like EPCOT. George says, can't wait to bring 2 first-timers to Disney next month. That will be fun. Hope you have a great time. So the EPCOT primary Christmas tree right in front of us, looking good with Christmas ornaments with all the flags of the nations, lots of globes and bells, and atop is the angel. Looking good. Barbie says the tree is gorgeous. I agree with you on that. Maria, hello to you in Bayside, New York. Hi, Tammy. Wendy and Julie both say the tree is beautiful. Susan as well. It's fun to see. Let's step up a little bit closer and try not to get anybody's picture. Cynthia, good morning to you. I also wish everyone a very happy Thanksgiving. Gerald asked if this tree is leaning. As I look at it from here, it looks very spot on to me. Bruce says a lovely tree. That it is. So soon, EPCOT Festival of the Holidays. Actually now is EPCOT Festival of the Holidays, I believe, or very shortly. So lots of outdoor food booths and fun to be had. Phil said the little lights aren't twinkling. The blazing Florida sun at 10 a.m. just sort of washes that out, I'm afraid. Seems like everyone's a big fan of the tree. Michael said it is the Soren effect. Makes things look like they are a little wonky tilted, like the Eiffel Tower, although that has been improved. Jimmy says when things get better with the States, you'll come back. I love that place. You are welcome to join us anytime. Heather says, can't wait to do the cookie stroll. That'll be fun. Anytime there's cookies involved, I'm all about it. Alan says, where are all the people? When I came in, the crowd level didn't look too terrible. My two indicators as a local driving in are the backup at the parking toll booths and the backup at the ticket tap styles. Neither one I really had to wait at all, although there are a few people waiting a little bit. So it could be that we are just now getting into all of the folks coming for their Thanksgiving holiday. I can expect that next weekend it's going to be packed. I'll have to take a look at my plans for next weekend and see if maybe I should do a Disney Springs stroll, because all the parks are going to be crazy. Jackie loves the decorations. Me too. Looking good. Susan said no school this week. Very nice. Brett said maybe Remy went 2D because the people were not returning with glasses. I've heard and this is rumor, the Remy attraction in particular kind of got people a little seasick or motion sick. So it's interesting because Disney just recently came out with the new Zootopia Better Together show, which I believe is 3D. And yet Remy, they're reverting back to 2D. So it seems like there's maybe a mix. Perhaps it's due to the sorts of folks who come to EPCOT versus Animal Kingdom. I'm not sure. But it doesn't look like it's an all or nothing, like everything is going to be 2D or everything's going to be 3D. John says, love a spring stroll. Eileen asked if I can tour the Christmas trees at Disney Springs. That's a distinct possibility. Typically, all my broadcasts are on Saturday mornings, just so we all have a schedule and a time each week. But especially at Christmas time, it's fun to do some of the tours in the evening, just because the parks come alive with the lights and the Christmas decorations. Deborah was there many years ago, loved it. Michael, 40 in Fishers, Indiana. I know Fishers, Indiana. Happy to send you about 38 degrees extra to tag on to your Saturday morning. Here's 78 right now. Truly a gorgeous day here. Picture perfect. The humidity is down, at least for Florida standards. It's looking good. Dee says, loves the evening tours at Christmas time. Paul says, it's a beautiful day in Disney World. That it is. I love the clarinet music here between Canada and the UK. Very fun. I think that's a clarinet. That would be my guess. Someone with better ears might know for sure. Deborah says, looks like nice weather today. That it is. A beautiful day. Jan is from Eastern Canada, 40 degrees this morning. Excuse me. Terry from Florida, hello to you, my fellow Floridians. Susan in South Florida has 79. Robert says maybe a spot of tea, that would probably be good for me. I think that would be a good idea. Terry, I am doing well, nice to see you. Linda has 11 days to go. Good for you. I hope you have a great visit here. Sounds like you're going to be here early December, which is actually a prime time to be here. You're here before the Christmas crowds, but after the Thanksgiving crowds. The parks are decorated. They likely will not be boiling hot, although no promises. So I hope you have a wonderful trip. Tanya says, a great Saturday morning, coffee and breakfast, 27 degrees. Wow, it's chilly. Doug, good morning to you. Karen in Michigan. Carol Ann, good morning to you. I needed to stop and just take a quick look at the teapot here. It's looking good. The point said is it's a beautiful Christmas arrangement. Wendy's got 50s in New Jersey. Hi Stalvor on YouTube, good to see you. Robert says he wants some pins but can't make it into the park. Robert, have I got an idea for you? You have just prompted a shameless plug for the Pin of the Month Club. Thank you for doing that and winning my undying appreciation. If you or anyone you know would like to get a little bit of Disney fun delivered to your home every single month, check out pinofthemonthclub.com. Anna says she likes the teapot. Me too. I could go for one of those in my front yard. I'm a tea guy. Ron asks, what is the plan for today? Ron, today we have 2 Lightning Lane reservations in our 1-hour broadcast window. The first one is that we are headed to the France Pavilion and Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, which will be my first time experiencing that in 2D as opposed to 3D. I'm hoping that the broadcastability will be improved. Usually when I do a broadcast of Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, in the past I've tried to hold up the 3D glasses to the camera lens with varying levels of success. But now that attraction has been switched over to 2D only, so looking forward to sharing it with you. Tanya says, try some celestial herbal honey and lemon tea. Sounds good. I have been gargling with salt water, which is absolutely not my favorite thing to do, but it does help. Adam says a 2 for 1. Oh yeah, I didn't finish my thought. So first thing is Remy. That's on the plan for today. And then the second thing is Living with the Land. My Lightning Lane reservation is at 10:50, so I can probably get in at 10:45, right before the tail end of the broadcast, which works out well. So it'll take me a while to walk back to World Nature, and sometimes that the broadcast just ceremoniously ends in the Land Pavilion. Jody says, a beautiful area. These Christmas decorations with like the candy canes and the cookies, I think that's new. I don't remember seeing this in the past. Everyone can check me and keep me honest if they've ever seen this particular Christmas adornment on the light posts before, but it looks new to me. Heather says, can never get enough of the Living with the Land. Christy, big Living with the Land fan. Ron says, thanks for bringing us along. It is my pleasure. Appreciate your being here. Here we are at the France Pavilion. It's hard to pick a favorite pavilion because each is so special in its own way, but the France Pavilion is definitely at the top of my list if I had to rank order them. I think just the architecture and the landscape, the music, it's all beautiful. Sue says the ornaments look new to her as well. Ellen says the Christmas tree stroll at Disney's, where was that? Disney Springs. It's beautiful. Phyllis, good morning to you. Anna, hello to you. Yeah, that's new, I believe. Very fun. Karen's asking about the temperatures right now. It is, my watch will cooperate with me, 76 degrees on the way up to 83. Debbie says, looks like a beautiful day. That it is. As we enter the backside of France, have a chance to check out the Skyliner gliding by. It's always fun to stop and see. Jeffrey says, Paris. Tanya says, never seen them before, but they're adorable. Yeah, I think they're new. Steve, hello to you, says the sun is coming out in Oregon, 35 degrees. That sounds chilly to me, but I'm happy to bring you some Florida sunshine. Ron says, missed me when we came in September. Sorry about that. I hope that we get a chance to say hello next time. It's always an honor for me when folks take a few minutes out of their vacation to stop by and say hello. So if you're ever in the parks and you see a guy in a bucket hat with a gimbal wandering around talking to himself, please stop and say hello. Michael says, is anyone else awed when they walk back here and realize there's so much space all along? It's interesting that there is quite a bit of space behind many of the pavilions in EPCOT and World Showcase, just based on how the buildings are laid out and the perimeter road that goes around the back of World Showcase. Phyllis, it is a beautiful day. Amy says she loves the crêperie de Paris. Me too. Like, one of my favorite things to eat are the buckwheat crepes there. Just a savory treat, very delicious. Looks like the Skyliner taking a bit of a pause. Still inching along. Oh, no, now it's definitely a dead stop. I think I've said this before, that I'm a huge fan of the background music here in the France Pavilion. I have it on my YouTube playlist. It's just very relaxing. And it reminds me of a beautiful day at EPCOT. Keep it saying, get a croissant for everyone. All right, the Christmas garland is up here in the France Pavilion. Looking good. The sun is hitting the fountain. Makes it look great. Melissa says, how about a shirt plug? Melissa, you win the award of my undying appreciation for prompting a shameless plug for the shirt t-shirt shop. If you'd like, you can go over to worldofwelkstore.com and check out a wide variety of Disney-inspired t-shirts. Peggy's saying, how about some sharp champagne and escargot? Few things say French more than that. All right, standby wait for Remy's Ratatouille adventure is 45 minutes, but we should cut quite a bit off of that with our Lightning Lane reservation. And we're in. Sue said I got a text this morning reminding her about the t-shirts. That's a good reminder. Keith, bonjour to you. Emily says 45 minutes isn't too bad. I agree with you. Heather says a rope drop plan for us on one day. It is very nice and cool in here. Just the interior of this queue feels very upscale and luxurious. It's really nice. Donna, good morning to you. There's the Gasto sign.
seated throughout your adventure with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the vehicle at all times. Oh, and keep an eye on your children.
¿Cómo están, amigos? Soy Django, sí, el papá de Remy. Para su seguridad, permanezcan sentados durante la aventura y mantengan manos, brazos, pies y puertas dentro.
Maggie said she lost all her things to a bad moving company. That's terrible. Sorry to hear that. Maggie says she moved to Florida with a shirt on her back. Wow. So sorry to hear that. All right. Seems like we're not moving very much right now, but hopefully we will be shortly.
Hey, it's me, Emil. You know, Remy's brother. For your safety, please remain seated throughout your adventure.
Adam says, what does it smell like in here? It's an interesting question. I can't say there's anything specific that comes to mind. Maybe the smell of air conditioning. Definitely not the smell of food, which is good. Susan says, bring the cats with you on Remy's Ratatouille adventure. That's an idea that could lead to interesting outcomes. Buster says, 2 weeks to go, first trip for the 1-year-old grandson. Others, several visits already, very fun. It's a recipe for a grand adventure. Sue says she just got the notification and I'm on. Well, better late than never, right? So I'm wondering if anyone can check for me the My Disney Experience app to see if perhaps there's a shutdown here. It seems unusual that we are at a dead stop for so long. Shirley says, do I like the ride? I found it a bit dizzying. It definitely has its spinning nature to it. And hopefully the removal of the 3D effects will make it a little bit easier on the eyes. Alan says, definitely not moving. So I believe I am in the Lightning Lane reservation line because the single rider is over here to the left. We can see here where the 3D glasses used to be. It's now been blocked off permanently. Cherie, good morning to you. Michael says the My Disney Experience does not show it as being down. That's good. So, yes, I can see that the attraction vehicles are moving up ahead, so that's a good sign. Jeff says, thanks for streaming. You're very welcome. Beverly says the wait time is now up to 50 minutes. One
number 6, please.
The music in this pavilion is just terrific. Robert says on non-park days he enjoys riding the Skyliner as much as possible. Kate says, keep myself inside the video or inside the vehicle for sure. Jan is late for a very important date. Martin, hello to you from New Jersey. So once we get in the ride vehicle, I will be quiet so that you and others around me will be able to hear what's going on.
Wait.
commence. Le premier
Here we are next, ready to go.
Comment j'ai dormi ce matin.
Ronnie, you are right, no glasses. Lisa, thanks for getting here right in time. And the rats scattered. Ah, my chariot awaits.
Adjust the bag on the floor, please.
All right, so I'll be quiet. Jeffrey, thanks for the timing there. Tap in at 10:24, boarded at 10:30. Pretty good. All right, enjoy the attraction.
Voilà, venez, suivez-moi, je vous prie. Chef Remy is waiting for you. This way. Qu'attendez-vous? Des invités pour le dîner.
Yes, but what to prepare? Hein? Pour le repas idéal, coq au vin? Non. A simple omelet? Too simple.
Voilà.
Mais oui, that's it! Poussez-vous de là! Vite, par ici!
Cette nourriture est pour nos invités, pas pour vous. Hey guys, the food is for them, not you. Ew.
Everything must be perfect! Ego est en salle! Oui, what are you doing? Que manigancez-vous? Out of my way! une bleue et une saignante.
Oui, petit chef.
Il va aussi me falloir rapidement 4 ratatouilles pour la carte. Hey, thanks for coming, everyone. Vous êtes toujours les bienvenus chez Remy. À bientôt et bon appétit. Et Mino.
Never for you. What do you better be doing?
Okay. Be sure to grab all your stuff and watch your step as you exit. Goodbye.
All right, very fun. So I'd like to hear your opinion. Did you prefer the 2D version that we just saw or the 3D version? I guess if you're watching on the phone, it's going to be 2D, even if it is 3D. But for me, I actually like this better. The effect of moving through the scenes and the space, where Disney does the matching of the animation to the movement of the tilt and the tilting of the ride vehicles, definitely gives you that effect. So Mark is voting for 2D, Carla 2D, Ronnie 2D, Phil says 2D, Susan says better with 3D. Susan and Karen 2D as well. Eileen asks if you still feel the heat during the oven scene. You do. Helen says, do they spray water? A little bit. Yeah, you get a little bit. Ruth says, glad you don't have to wear the 3D glasses. Jeff likes the 2D. Joan says 2D. Okay, it looks like a vast majority of folks are 2D fans. We still have some 3D fans out there. Yeah, for me, I've got to say that it was better in 2D. Still get that moving experience. But for me, with the way my eyes are set up, the images were clearer. You still get that effect of moving. So, very fun. Janet says the 3D was a little fuzzy in spots. Love the 2D. Bevel on YouTube says 2D. Stalver says 2D was very clear and less problematic. All right, very good. Kim also voting for 2D. Anna says 3D gave her motion sickness. I think that's what that comment was. So it looks like a winner for most folks, and for me as well. That was fun. Thanks for joining me on Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. It's fun to check out the France Pavilion. I think this is the case in the past, but during I think it's the next to the last scene where there's all the cooking going on. You definitely smell some good scents there. Kind of like somebody's cooking and making me hungry type of scents. Carol says a really short ride. It's not so long, for sure. Janet says she's a fan of France. Bevel on YouTube says enjoyed and shared the broadcast. Thank you for doing that. It's always a great encouragement to me when you share the broadcast. I also appreciate all those likes. And keep the comments coming. It's part of the fun of doing a live broadcast is my opportunity to hear what you think of what questions you have. Yvonne said it was fun. And Susan, you are right. It is now time for Living with the Land. We're going to make a beeline back over to the Land Pavilion. By the time we get there, it will be just time to go on Living with the Land attraction. It'll be fun to see it all decked out for Christmas time, even though you won't really be able to see the illuminated components of the decorations. It'll still be fun. Scott says 2D on YouTube. Thank you for being there.
Dad.
Keep going behind.
Well, maybe we can look at the cave. Especially in the summer.
Janet says the land, another favorite. Janet says, looks like a beautiful day. It is a beautiful day here at EPCOT. It's a beautiful day in the French neighborhood. Denise says, nighttime at Living with the Land is great because everything is lit up. You're right. I think there are a lot of experiences at Disney World where the feel of things is very different from day to night, and Living with the Land decorated for Christmas time is one of those things. But I'm still glad we get a chance to see it. Scott on YouTube says 2D for more to enjoy. Tanya says the Christmas decorations are beautiful and the poinsettias as well.
Yeah.
Or is it poinsettia? I'm not sure.
The rainbow. I got it.
John says, how do I get some pins delivered every month? John, that is an amazingly insightful and intelligent question for which you win the award of my undying appreciation for prompting a shameless plug for the Pin of the Month Club. If you or anyone you know would like to get a little bit of Disney fun delivered to your home every single month, check out pinofthemonthclub.com. James says, so happy I do this makes it Saturday. Thank you, James. It's my pleasure to share some Disney fun with you. Ruth says, how often do I eat at Disney parks, Disney Springs, or Disney resorts? Interesting question. I think it comes and goes. There are some months where I just don't get an opportunity to do that, and other months where I get several opportunities to do it. I think in December I'll get a chance or two. Always brings up the question of favorite places, so I'd love to hear your favorite places, aside from Victoria and Albert's if you've been there. So for those places which are, I'd say, priced for a normal sort of day, a normal sort of event, unless you're, Warren Buffett, what restaurants are your favorites? I would say some of my favorites include the Beer Garden in the Germany Pavilion here at EPCOT, just because I love the red cabbage. If you've watched before, you know that's the case. I'm a huge fan of Wolfgang Puck over at the Disney Springs West Side, right across from Chicken Guy, which is also good, by the way. Also a big fan of Satuli Canteen for quick service at Disney's Animal Kingdom. And the ribs at Flame Tree Barbecue are amazing. Those are some of my favorites, but I'd love to hear your favorites as well. Shirley says Narcoossee's. John says the bakery from the France Pavilion. Bridget said Liberty Tree Tavern, yes. Sandy says Woody's Roundup is the best. That's a good choice. Jody San Angel Inn. Peggy says hopefully no cucumber thieves. Sue is voting for Satuli Canteen as well. Ruth, Raglan Road. Great bread service as well as fun entertainment. Phil LaCellier. Francis says Cape May. Melissa's voting for the Rose and Crown. HR is getting here later today. I have to watch it later. HR, have a great visit. Bill says evergreens for shrimp tacos. Ooh, Robert Coral Reef. John, the Boathouse. I've got to admit the Boathouse is also a terrific favorite of mine as well. Sort of a casual atmosphere, view of the water. Amazingly good food and service. Shelley's voting for Tutto Italia. Phyllis says Topolino's for breakfast. Yeah, that sounds good. All right, all this is making me hungry. Anna says the Hoop-de-Doo musical review, Cinderella Castle, any place at Animal Kingdom. Tanya says Hollywood Brown Derby. Ruth is saying now she's hungry. Donna, also a Boathouse fan. All of these amazing choices. Carla says Ohana for breakfast. Yeah, I went to Ohana for dinner once. It's like a feast that comes to you one plate at a time. So good. So good.
Are you a cab guy, Dave?
Peggy says too many favorites. Heather says Kona Cafe for some Tonga toast. Somebody said Applebee's. Who was that? Peggy, also a Brown Derby fan. Oh, Cynthia says Boma. Yes, Boma is a favorite of mine as well. I love the African food. So good. Pam is a rainforest fan. Donna, Earl of Sandwich is a good choice too. You're right. So the holiday turkey sandwich, which is basically Thanksgiving on a bun, is again available. I'm not sure if they removed it from the menu. I thought it was a full-time offering, but I did see a release and post an article about how it is definitely available now. It is truly one of my favorite sandwiches. It's a carb bomb, so I don't eat it very often, but it's got turkey, it's got cranberry sauce, it's got stuffing, all in a bun. It's warm and toasty. Excellent. Julie on YouTube, hello to you. Nice to see Monorail Orange skirting by. Danny says the Ronto wraps at Galaxy's Edge are awesome. Janet says love Narcoossee's over at the Grand Floridian. That is a primo location. Michael also voting for the Hoop-de-Doo musical review. It's fun, all you can eat. Robert, I almost forgot Club 33. Robert, if you are a Club 33 member, I would welcome an opportunity to see the inside. Although I understand you can't take pictures or videos, which I understand. David says, love Sven's at the Yacht Club. I think it was Michelle said Yak and Yeti, also a very good choice. Several rainforest people out there. Gail on YouTube, I think, was saying that she's a fan of the holiday turkey sandwich. Sometimes the messages are a little hard for me to read. All right, straight ahead is our next target, Living with the Lamb. Jeff says beaches and cream. Oh yeah, I have a bucket list item to order the kitchen sink there sometime. I need to make sure to bring a lot of people along with me. David said Planet Hollywood has a great Neapolitan pizza. That's good. Buster says Flame Tree is a favorite for me as well. Ted says Sanaa at Animal Kingdom. Lou, good morning to you. Smell of popcorn. I almost took the wrong turn. Too busy looking at popcorn. The smell pulled me in. Michelle is a California Grill fan. Good choice. Iona, I think, is voting for Space 220. Been there a couple times, enjoyed the food, and a great experience as well. Heather says Steakhouse 71. Em says you can walk your calories off. That's true. Buster says goal is to try every restaurant and World Showcase, but not during the same visit. That's a good plan. Plus you're going to come for a month, or at least a couple weeks. All right, we are making our way into the land pavilion. Beautiful mosaics on the left and the right. Robert says Epcot is a 7.5 mile park. Sounds about right. Definitely get an opportunity to walk everything off. And HR is voting for churros over popcorn. Brian, good morning from Louisiana. Just got done hanging the outdoor lights. Made it in time for the live stream. Thanks for being here. Quite a crowd coming in here.
Different countries and stuff. No? Okay.
There isn't much room left for people in the land. Looks like a fairly long standby wait for Living with the Land. Fortunately, we have our lightning lane. Might go a few minutes over our typical 1 hour time frame for the broadcast. But sometimes the internet cutting out in this attraction takes care of that for us. Carla says Garden Grill is a favorite. That's a lot of fun. You get a lot of great food. The characters stop by and say hello.
The only thing I've ever eaten here is I had vegetarian chili from the
Tanya says Four Seasons Quick Service has good food. Interesting. David asked if I'm going to park hop today. Not today. I've got some other things I need to take care of after the broadcast is over. 30-minute standby wait time. And we're in. Kelly says thanks for the walk and her feet didn't hurt. It's a great way to get some steps in. Heather says this is a top 5 attraction. Do an amazing job. David says love the herbs that they grow on the attraction, especially the garlic onion. Very fun. Alan is saying a 30-minute wait for Living with the Land. I think a lot of people want to come and see the Christmas decorations here. Robert says we got 250 people to load on this boat. Looks like we might get in on the next boat. Ryan says, never forget daughter's first trip. She knocked out like a minute into the ride. It's funny. Sometimes you just need a chance to rest up a little bit. Pamela asks if Garden Grill still rotates. It does, which is a very cool feature, by the way. Very, very slowly.
How many here?
One.
Row 9, please. How many here? Row 8.
Row 9 awaits.
Please remain behind the yellow line until the boat comes to a complete stop. Welcome to Living with the Land. As you board the boat, please lower your head and watch your step. For your safety, remain seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat at all times. Parents, please supervise your children and refrain from flash photography or using video.
All right, now that we're here, I will be quiet so you and those around me can hear what's going on.
Relax and enjoy.
Jeffrey said 3 minutes from tap in to sitting down. Pretty good. That is pretty good.
Pies y piernas dentro del barco y cuida los picadillos. A manera de recordatorio, no tomar foto con flash y luz de video antes de llegar a Mirandero. Sudden changes are sweeping over the land. The approaching storm may seem violent and destructive to us. Beneath the surface of the land, reach trap water from the flowing mud, extracting precious nutrients and minerals. These elements, when combined with sunlight, create the diverse living systems of our planet. A tiny portion of Earth's surface, but they contain more than half of its plant and animal species. Rainforests are also extremely rich in productive living systems, providing us with oxygen, food, medicine, and other elements essential to our lives. In the desert, nature has created a very different, no less beautiful living system. And while this arid landscape may seem lifeless, it is very much alive. The plants and animals that have learned to survive in these harsh conditions make use of what little water they can find and avoid the scorching rays of the relentless sun. The American prairie once appeared as desolate as the desert, but over time, rainwater and nutrients gradually penetrated the hard surface of this land. Even the hooves of the mighty buffalo helped create the rich soil that would one day become home to the American farm. Of all the forces at work on the land, humans have had one of the most profound effects. The need to produce food for a growing world led to the enormous use and sometimes overuse of the land. In our search for more efficient ways to grow food, we often fail to realize the impact of our methods. grow food that will assure both human and environmental well-being.
In the farmlands across America, we're learning that by plowing under vegetation containing natural fertilizers, we can enrich the soil without the use of chemicals. In arid regions, we're learning to produce food on desert seacoasts by developing and planting crops that thrive on salt water. In Japan, we're learning that by mixing leaves and other living materials into our soil, we can make farmland more fertile without the need for chemicals. Here at EPCOT, we're learning to reduce the need for chemical pesticides by breeding and using natural predators, like ladybugs
How
and
will
wasps,
we meet
to
tomorrow's
control
growing
pests.
needs for food production,
In the
yet
farmlands
still
across
respect the needs of the land? Some of the answers are being discovered just ahead. To help us maintain these carefully controlled ecosystems, and for your safety, please remain seated in your boat at all times. Welcome to our glimmering greenhouses, where scientists from EPCOT and the U.S. Department of Agriculture illuminate the wondrous gifts we receive from the land. Join us as we begin the most bountiful time of the year. For some, it's difficult to imagine the holidays without winter and snow, but one of the most important holiday crops actually grows in the tropics. For centuries, farmers in Central America have cultivated cacao to make chocolate. In fact, cacao is chocolate's main ingredient. Today, people around the world are able to enjoy a variety of sweets and keep warm with a cup of hot cocoa, thanks to this tropical plant.
That's how they make chocolate, Eliana. Can you believe it? How for those big things? Cacao.
When you think of holidays, you might not think of fish, but seafood is an essential part of many festive meals. In parts of southern Italy, family and friends gather once a year to celebrate La Pagina with a 7-course seafood dinner. Tilapia, bass, and shrimp, like the ones raised here using our sustainable water systems, make up just some of the dishes served during this grand meal. Today, in the United States, the tradition is known as the Feast of the Seven Fishes. Citrus, like the oranges grown here, are common in Florida, but in Northern Europe, where fresh fruit is rare in winter, they're much harder to find, making them an extra special stocking stuffer. During Chinese New Year, these vibrant fruits are given as gifts of good fortune.
Yep, it's Mickey.
They say it's better to give than to receive. And in this greenhouse, we're celebrating the holidays by giving back to the land using innovative farming
Eliana,
techniques.
look how big those lemons are.
By recycling water, we can give plants rich nutrients. By giving plants ladybugs, we're able to control pests and reduce the need for pesticides. And by growing ground plants vertically, we give them better protection from disease.
Look at the tomatoes up there. That's how Oma's tomatoes are. Except mine are green tomatoes. That's also my tomatoes.
With these gifts, our plants can grow an abundance of festive vegetables. This greenhouse alone grows a bountiful 15 tons of produce each year. When we give more, we receive more, making the most of the land's great gifts.
And those are little decorative plants that you get in.
Many of the plants you see here help spice up the holidays. The bark of cinnamon trees, like the one growing beside you, is used to make cinnamon sticks. Do you like eggnog? You can thank nutmeg for its signature taste. Other spices, like ginger and vanilla, add flavor to a variety of holiday cookies, cakes, and other delights. By cultivating these festive plants with care and good cheer, EPCOT scientists are able to celebrate the holidays with the land's many gifts.
This is Oma, right? She just likes to get off the boat and cook back in here.
These greenhouses represent just a fraction of the work being done worldwide to produce bountiful harvests for our growing population. Scientists, farmers, and even backyard gardeners are doing their part to improve the quantity and quality of foods that we all rely upon. Together, we can continue to find more ways to increase food production and protect our precious natural environment. Only then will we truly be living with the land. On behalf of Walt Disney World, we hope you've enjoyed this unique journey through our living laboratories. If you'd like a closer look, then check out the Behind the Scenes walking tour. It's a chance for the whole family to get up close and personal with the plants and growing techniques in our laboratories. Please keep your hands and feet inside the boat and remain seated until the boat comes to a complete stop.
Seems like the internet held up fairly well. There were a few spots where it said the transmission might be interrupted, but hopefully had a steady stream of video. Gwen said they'd like to see the lights at night. That would be fun. Hopefully during the day too. Anna says, we'll replay for seniors at the nursing home can watch while having a break. That's great. Thank you for sharing the video with others. Ryan says, that's all, folks. Tanya, you are welcome. Wishing you and everyone else a very happy Thanksgiving holiday if you're in the U.S.
Please gather all your personal belongings. Lower your head and watch your step as you exit.
All right, everyone, that's going to wrap it up for today. Thank you so much for joining me for this live broadcast from EPCOT. A chance to head back to the France Pavilion and check out Remy's Ratatouille Adventure in 2D, as well as Living with the Land, complete with Christmas decorations. Jane on YouTube, happy Thanksgiving to you, and happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Hope that you have an enjoyable holiday. Wishing you all a great week ahead, and until next time, God bless.